Democrat who voted against your resolution last month. Have you spoken to him? Any chance you think that he'll flip his vote in favor of this?
Yeah. Yeah, my colleague Henry Cuellar from Texas voted against it, and I had a chance to speak with Henry yesterday, and I'm hopeful that he'll join us on this one. Ultimately, he's got to speak and vote for himself, but we've had a promising conversation.
Does the outcome of the Senate vote and these veto overrides today and other votes that are somewhat against the president give you any hope that your Republican colleagues might take more of a stand against the president?
I keep hoping that every day that I'll wake up and we'll be in a different place with my Republican colleagues, and I'm sadly constantly disappointed by that. So we can all hope that this will make a difference and this will be the turning point. But sadly, what I worry about is until somebody dies, we will be continuing to have this conversation. Until caskets are coming back with flags on them, we will be continuing to have this conversation.
Hope is not my plan. Unbelievable pressure is my plan. Right? I have stopped hoping that people will just do the right thing on their own. Instead, I have resorted to asserting unbelievable political pressure on my colleagues to actually do the right thing just to save their jobs. Because there's a whole bunch of people here, let's be honest, who are simply just trying to keep their jobs, save their own jobs for their own benefit. Those people don't have a sense of loyalty to the Constitution, fidelity to the rule of law. I mean, we've seen that glaringly over the last couple of years. So they just need to have pressure put on them. That's why Americans need to speak up, need to show up, need to rally, need to put pressure on their constituents that they're sick of spending, hundreds of billions and trillions of dollars on foolish adventurism with our military, why they're sick of sending their sons and daughters to die overseas and to serve overseas for the benefit of oil executives. Those people continue to speak up and put pressure on them. And if that's not enough, again, we're going to send them packing later this year.
If I may, Jim. Sure. Thank you. In the past few years, this Congress has governed by crisis. In the 119th Congress, what we've seen is we govern by discharge petition because we don't have the leadership to actually govern when it comes to the Republicans and Speaker Johnson. And I think this type of war powers resolution is basically what my colleagues have been saying of what we're hearing from our constituents and what my colleagues on the other side are saying when it comes to their constituents who are not just concerned about the United States getting bogged down in forever wars or nation building, they're concerned that Congress is not living up to its Article I responsibilities. There's a reason our founding fathers put Congress as number one in the Constitution because they wanted the people's voice to be heard. And unfortunately, with this presidency, with this administration, and with this majority and Speaker Johnson, their voices aren't heard. And so I do believe that this is a first and important step beyond discharge petitions, actually governing by leadership, that I hope that my colleagues on the other aisle will take.
Yeah, and let me just say, I've been here probably longer than anybody up here. And one of the things that I've come to learn is that courage is not always a prerequisite for serving in Congress. And one of the most disappointing developments in this Trump era has been the number of Republicans who have come up to me on matters, not only on foreign policy, but on domestic matters, and told me that they agree with us, but they can't vote with us. They get a primary, or the president will call them out. And it's disappointing because what are you here for? And we're talking about a war. And if that's not worth debating and actually placing a vote on, then I don't know what the hell is. And so we're gonna talk to our Republican colleagues. We're going to pressure them. We're going to pray for them. We're going to light candles for them. We're going to do whatever to get them to vote their conscience. Because I think if people vote their conscience, this war powers resolution will pass overwhelmingly. And we want this administration to know that we're not potted plants here, that they need to work with Congress on these matters, and that if they don't, then we're going to fight back. And any last question before we leave? Okay, well, thank you all very, very much. Thanks.